this week we're going to do a project that is going to use a lot of the tools we've learned over the last few weeks, putting it all together into one project so you can see kind of like the build process and how these tools will fit together, interact with each other. So before we do that, I want to talk a little about inspiration. Where do you get ideas from, or certainly where do I get ideas from? So obviously the first thing when you're going to do something in Blender, the first thing anyone is going to do is decide what it is they want to make. And for this week's project I thought we could do a bed. Now bed may sound a bit simple, but we can go kind of elaborate. We can make it a 4-poster and some detail on it, and when we set up the lighting for the texturing and baking the textures, we can set up good lighting so it's well lit, but plenty of detail in the texture and the shadows, that kind of thing. So when I'm doing this process, the first thing I normally do is I go to Google, and I think most people will. So I can go to Google and I Google image some 4-poster beds, and as you can see there's quite a lot to choose from. So I would normally spend a few minutes just going through these when Google finally loads everything. Just going through these and finding a design or an idea I like, something I think I want to make or that may sell inside Second Life, or just something that catches my eye, something I would even like for my own house, I don't know. I certainly don't have a 4-poster bed, and no designs on getting one anytime soon, so this will be a little bit different. Okay, so Google Images or Googling is one way, but I want to show you another website called houzz.com. Houzz or ZZ, depending what part of the world you're in. This website is absolutely fantastic for household, for furnishings, for decoration ideas, that sort of thing. I think if I scroll down here to the bottom, no, it's going all the way. So let me just quickly go all the way to the top. We'll do this another way. I was about to say about the country you're in. It seems to me it kind of defaults to whatever region of the world you're in. So certainly I live in Ireland, so it's going to show me a lot of Irish and European type stuff. But anyway, if we go to the Photos tab, you can see we've got rooms kind of split up by category: kitchen, dining, bed and bath, living room, outdoor, more rooms, basements, laundries, staircases, garages, home bars, nursery, playroom, balconies, pretty much every room you think of. So we're going to be looking at beds, so I would go to bedroom. So if I go to the bedroom photos and let that load, it's got, this is absolutely incredible, over 500,000 photos of bedroom designs, and if you can't find something that you like in 500,000, I think you're probably wasting your time. So yeah, you can do this and you can save them to your own kind of portfolio that it stores online, so you can go back and look at it again later. If you just browse and you think, oh, I like that, you can save it and go back later. But the other thing is shop by department. So apart from all the bedroom designs, which is the complete rooms, you can shop by department, and let's go with beds and bed headboards. And here I've got 15,000 beds listed here. With just some pictures of the beds to give me a better idea, or more kind of choice of what I'm looking at. And you can refine your search. I was trying to think of the word then, refine. You can refine your search by several factors: the size of the bed, the finish, the material, overall height, and it really is a great site for that kind of thing. I mean, not only beds, but if we I don't know, I'm just looking through here, living living room if we go to sofas and sectionals. These are all sectional sofas, or no, they're not all, but they're starting to look like it. So, you know, you've got all these ideas you can do. So, anyway, before I started recording this, I was looking through it actually a couple of days ago, and I found this picture of a bed that I quite liked. So I think I will do this. Now, you don't have to do exactly the same bed. What this lesson is this week, next week, or next week or two, I'm not sure, are going to be about is more how you bring a project together, the tools you use, the order you use them, and it's going to be about lighting and texturing and baking your textures and that sort of thing. But anyway, you don't have to do exactly the same bed. If you want to do something different, choose your own, that's absolutely fine. But I found this picture of this bed I like, and one of the things I like about this is it's also illustrating matching furniture. So if I wanted to expand this and build, you know, the bedside table, the dressing table, the wardrobe to go with it, it's all in the same style. It's a matching set, so I've also got this as a reference. But it's hard to kind of get a feel from a photo, just this one angle. So what I did is I then found the supplier who's selling the bed. That will be listed on house.com as well. For example, if I go back, let's just say pick this sofa, and somewhere here, shipping and seller information, Infinity Furnishings, and then you could go and Google them and see if they've got a website, see if they've got more kind of pictures of things going on. So anyway, where was I? I found the website for the seller of this bed, which in this case happens to be a company called Belfort Furniture in Washington and Northern Virginia. But the reason I did this is because they would have more pictures of this bed in different rooms, or you know, from different angles. So that was our original picture, which is the same as this, I believe. Yep. Okay, but then if I go to, say, this one, I can get a larger picture when it loads, anytime, today, possibly, maybe tomorrow. That isn't loading. There it is. Yeah, I can get a picture from a different angle. I can see more of the detail that I wanted to see, you know, and just get it from different angles. So I'm going to do a bed something like this, and as well as the bed, we're going to, you know, obviously make the pillows and the duvet or covers or blankets or whatever. You know, we'll make it a complete product. Okay, so that's all well and good. Now the next thing, the next trouble with a photo is you've got no idea of size or scale. How high is this bed? You know, okay, this one it's looking like a, you know, the Super King mattress or whatever it's called. So it's a big wide bed, but how high is it off the ground? How deep is the mattress? How this, you know, how high is this part? We just don't know. You know, we got nothing to reference it from. So next thing I did was I googled bed dimensions, okay, and I just done it in images because it gives me a kind of a clearer view of what size things would be. Now from my research, there really is no kind of standard height off the floor. You know, the only standards, or even standard thickness of mattress, the only standards there seems to be is the footprint of the bed, the footprint of the mattress more specifically. Mattresses seem to come in standard sizes, and then the frames can really pretty much be anything. For example, if I go on this one's showing this one's showing it's 3'11.5" for the headboard. The mattress height is not actually given, okay, because mattresses do come in different thicknesses, but the height of the bed rail is shown as 1'4", 8 3/4 inches to the bottom of the bed rail, but all this is variable. So really the only dimension we've got to work with is the actual mattress dimension, or the mattress footprint. Let's find a find a picture that's going to be kind of reasonable to see the dimensions. Okay, there we go. So anyway, bed sizes, I think for mine I'm going to choose this California king size, which is 72 inches by 84 inches. Now what's that in meters? Sort of calculate that, I'll do it up and down here. 72 times 25.4, which is the conversion to millimeters. So it's 1.8 meters by 84 times 25.4 by 2.1 meters. Okay, so that's really the kind of size we could start with. So let's jump into Blender. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cube. So Shift A, a cube, and we said it is 2.1 meters by 1.8 meters, and the thickness of the bed, let's say, I don't know, about 30 centimeters, about a foot maybe a bit much, 25 centimeters, so 0.25 meters. Okay, and that is basically the mattress scaled and ready to go. Okay, we're going to stop here so we can kind of have a chat in class about the creative process, so you know, where we get our ideas from and that, and we'll come back and we'll start making the bed.